Hello, my name is Lauren and I'm a Community Safety Officer for Derbyshire Fire and Rescue Service.
And I'm Aaron, and I'm a Youth Officer for Derbyshire Fire and Rescue Service. Recent research conducted by Derbyshire Fire and Rescue Service found that people who need support with daily tasks are most at risk of having serious house fires and not being able to escape.
This includes those receiving formal support from registered care providers or informal support, which is care provided by family or friends or neighbours.
This video has been produced for those who provide some level of informal support to prevent fire-related incidents for those they provide care for.
It will touch on the associated risks found in various rooms located in an average property and what you can do to prevent or mitigate those risks.
Each home is unique. Please remember that whilst this may not look like your home, the fire risks may still apply. Let's begin in the kitchen. Did you know that most house fires start in the kitchen? But with a few simple steps, you can reduce the risk and keep your home safe. Let's take a look at the most common fire hazards and how to avoid them.
When preparing meals, never leave cooking unattended. It only takes a few seconds for something to catch fire.
When cooking with oil, stay with it and stay alert. Keep the area clean to avoid grease fires.
Keep flammable items like tea towels and kitchen roll well away from the cooker.
Air fryers are a popular cooking method and generally safer than other cooking appliances such as ovens. If being used, please make sure this is kept clean of grease and other food debris. Be cautious if using paper trays, as these can ignite if they come into contact with the heating element.
If the individual cannot use a gas cooker independently, consider speaking to your gas supplier to install a cooker valve or lock for the dials. If using an electric cooker, you can always switch the power off at the wall. This is especially important if the individual does not have the capacity to understand the risks.
Unattended cooking is the leading cause of kitchen fires. Timers and smart devices such as smart speakers can help prevent overcooking and remind you about food being cooked.
Check for overloaded plug sockets. Appliances that heat up, such as kettles, toasters and tumble dryers, should always be plugged directly into the wall. Keep trailing wires tidy and away from cooking appliances to avoid trips and sparks.
We advise not to use cube or block adapters. If you are helping with laundry, don't set white goods like washing machines or tumble dryers on a timer to come on overnight. Make sure they run during the day, lint is removed after every cycle, and they are plugged in safely.
Unlike smoke alarms, heat alarms are designed for kitchens and won't be triggered by steam or smoke. If you think that a heat alarm is required, these could be purchased from DIY shops or online, provided they conform to British standards. Please remember to test these alarms every week.
A few small changes can make a big difference. Stay safe in the kitchen.
An often overlooked space for fire safety risks can be found in the living room or dining room. In these rooms, you will likely find some form of heating appliance aside from the gas central heating, such as an electric heater, gas fireplace, or multi-fuel burner. The following are some of the safety measures regarding the use of these heating appliances.
Ensure any heating appliances are well ventilated and not covered by clothes or too close to furniture.
If an open fireplace or gas fireplace are being used, please make sure the chimney is swept or serviced once a year. Ensure there is a working carbon monoxide alarm in the room within 1 and 3 meters of the fireplace.
Only properly dried fuel sources should be used for the open fire, such as dried wood or smokeless coal. If you notice burn marks on or around the hearth, a fire guard or heat-proof mat would be recommended.
If electric heaters are being used in the property, make sure that they are switched off after use, especially if leaving the property or going to bed.
The central heating is the safest form of heating. Please make sure the boiler is serviced annually and there is a working carbon monoxide alarm situated within 1 and 3 meters of the boiler.
If the individual needs to use a mobility scooter, please make sure that this is kept away from escape routes such as corridors and doorways. Scooters should only be charged during the day and must be turned off once fully charged. Only use manufacturer-supplied chargers.
If candles, wax melts, incense sticks, or something similar are being used, please ensure they are kept in a suitable holder and are kept well away from flammable materials such as curtains and plants. Do not leave them unattended. Blow them out if leaving the room or going to sleep.
A safer alternative would be to use battery-powered candles instead.
The bedroom is a person's sanctuary, but did you know it's also one of the most common places where house fires start? In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to make the bedroom safer for the person you are caring for.
If the person in your care smokes, where possible, encourage them to do this outside and with an ashtray nearby. Make sure the ashtray is emptied regularly and there is a drop of water in it to fully extinguish the cigarette.
If the person you are caring for smokes in bed, try to remain with them for the duration. You can purchase fire retardant bedding if you have concerns about careless smoking in bed. Extra caution should be taken if the individual takes medication that makes them feel drowsy or sleepy.
Hospital beds may be used in the bedroom or in any other rooms in the house, including downstairs. Please make sure these are kept away from any escape routes and cables are kept out of the way of any walkways to avoid trip hazards.
If an air mattress is in use, smoking is very dangerous. Should the mattress be punctured by a naked flame or hot electrical item, the air in the mattress will be released, and the pump will continue to work as it tries to inflate the mattress. This increased flow of air can lead to rapid fire spread.
Emollient creams leave residue on fabrics such as bedding, clothing and dressings. This residue is difficult to remove, even after washing, particularly at low temperatures. If you care for someone who is having these creams applied regularly and in high volumes, the risk of these fabrics becoming highly flammable increases. It's important that those who regularly use emollient creams do not have close contact with ignition sources, such as fires, candles and smoking.
If you are caring for someone who uses prescribed oxygen, cigarettes and candles should not be used. Open fires or gas fireplaces should also not be used. If you or anyone else visiting the property comes into contact with the oxygen, please leave it between 20 to 30 minutes before using any cooking appliances, especially gas cookers. Remember to pat down your clothing to dissipate any excess oxygen.
Electrical fires often start silently. Check cords for damage and never run them under rugs or furniture.
Ensure extension cables are plugged directly into wall sockets and not into other extension cables. Use surge-protected extension leads and switch off devices when not in use, especially those that heat up like hair straighteners or electric blankets.
If the individual uses an electric blanket or electric bedsheet, please make sure that they are switched off after use and you follow the manufacturer's advice on how to maintain these safely.
There are some good habits we would advise you follow before you leave the individual or go to bed, what we refer to as nighttime routine. Please ensure all non-essential electrics are turned off.
Shut all internal doors to prevent fire and smoke spread. Ensure both you and the individual have access to a phone at all times, including overnight, so you can dial 999 in an emergency.
Please ensure all escape routes are kept clear and accessible to ease with evacuation in the event of a fire.
So far in this video, we have covered some of the ways you can prevent a fire from starting, but it is also important to have a plan in place in case the worst were to happen. This is what we would recommend you do in the event of a fire.
Plan A. Assist all occupants in the property to evacuate out of whichever external door is quickest and safest. Once outside, stay away from the building and call for the fire service on 999. Plan B.
If you cannot assist the individual with escaping, or you are trapped within the property by the smoke or fire, this is what you should do. Get all occupants in a room as far away from the fire as possible. Shut and block the door to prevent smoke spread into the room. Open all windows to ventilate the smoke and call 999.
It is of vital importance that there is at least one working smoke alarm on every floor of the property covering the escape routes, often located at the top and bottom of the stairs. Further alarms can be installed in other rooms where there is an increased risk, such as a heat alarm in the kitchen.
Please ensure there is a working carbon monoxide alarm within 1 and 3 metres of all boilers and gas fires and next to any open fireplaces. Please test all alarms on a weekly basis by pressing the test button.
But what if the occupant is hard of hearing? There are specialist smoke alarms for deaf and hard of hearing individuals, providing alternative forms of warning to alert them of danger. These could include a flashing strobe light and a vibrating pillow pad that will activate when the interconnected alarms are triggered, alerting the user to the emergency.
A community alarm, also known as a telecare pendant, care link or personal alarm, is a system designed to help people live independently and safely in their homes. It typically involves a device, like a necklace or a wristband, that connects to a monitoring centre, allowing users to quickly summon help in an emergency, such as a fall or illness.
Did you know that most telecare services can provide linked smoke alarms that automatically contact the provider without the occupier having to respond or call 999 themselves? If you want to learn more about community alarms, please contact your local council or visit their website for further information.
So, to summarise, these are some of the main ways a fire could start in the home and what could be done to prevent an incident from occurring.